All right, what's up, everyone, and welcome to my channel. This channel is for educational purposes, and we check into great theories and concepts and discoveries that are very impactful and that could help your life, could improve your physical, mental, spiritual health, and give you greater independence and sovereignty. And this is a feature that is called the Q-tip of the spear, and this is for patriots and diggers and anons out there who um, paying attention to the info war that's going on. And these are just my impressions of some of the podcasts that I've listened to recently, and just the general zeitgeist, I guess, in my uh, corner of the universe. And yeah, so again, I'm full control. I think this is already pretty much over, and that what we're watching is mop up and uh, maybe a little bit of reenactments of events that have already occurred, that occurred years ago, maybe. And not to say that nobody is in any danger or that there couldn't be small pockets of chaos breaking out in places. But I think that in general, the globalists are about to be defeated. I think a couple of them came out today, uh, uh, world leaders in front of their audiences and kind of capitulated. England seems like they're rolling back a lot of their draconian laws. Um, I think that the plug has been pulled uh, out of the globalist energy source, and they're just going to kind of deflate and fizzle out. Um, but before that happens, my advice is to bail out of this, um, because it's already over, and the nationalist, you know, patriots are going to win. But beating the globalists does not represent a total win. It just means that you are now, in charge. And so now you have to come up with something that's going to work in order to be able to, to govern people. And that's where we need to put some energy at this point. Um, I'm not telling you to like completely check out of the info war, but just a little bit withdraw, a little bit emotionally, uh, detach from it. Uh, just don't think too much about the vicissitudes. Just the up and down of it. Just try to stay steady and get yourself kind of out of the center of it, so that you can be open to more red pills, because that's what this is going to take. This is going to take a lot of red pilling. Um, I think most of the patriots think that they're going to be able to stand pat with where they are and move into the golden age as is, and that's not going to happen. There needs to be a whole lot more advancement in terms of really uh, deconstructing our conditionings and our belief systems in harmony with the truth and reality. And the current religious system Christianity, the Bible, Judaism, those things are not going to make the cut, period, because they're not true. There's just overwhelming evidence out there to show that the New Testament is a psychological operation uh, done by the Romans, and the Old Testament is not a religious document. Um, God appears in the Old Testament for the first chapter, and then he is replaced by some guy named Yahweh Elohim, who is just a dude and a powerful and very intelligent dude, but not a god. He was translated as a god, but it's Elohim in the plural. He's one of them. Yahweh is one of a group of Elohim, which also includes Moloch and Shamash and Baal and Ashtoreth and Ishtar, Ashtoreth, um, and all these other deities that you consider to be satanic. Yahweh's one of those. So this is not going to be suitable moving forward. The um, proposal that I make harkens back to the beginning of this republic, which was founded. Um, Most Christians say it was founded upon Christian values, but a lot of the people involved in founding this country were deists. This includes Jefferson and Franklin and Thomas Paine and Ethan Allen and Thomas Young and to a certain extent George Washington, James Madison, um, and even Monroe and John Adams to a lesser extent, I guess, and many others. Um, and deism, I think, is just the belief in one God who is good and who has given the human beings reason and other higher intellectual and spiritual faculties that enables the human beings to behold God's creation through nature, through the laws of math, physics, geometry, and is able to understand God directly through these higher intellectual faculties and spiritual faculties. Not indirectly through priests, rabbis, and popes, but or through Bibles and Qurans and other words, but directly. So that I think is just a much better platform to be moving forward upon. If you want to be Christian in spite of the evidence or lack thereof, that's, you know, um, still arguably kind of fits within that um, rubric, you know, but just with a kind of um, emphasizing the text of the Bible and uh, more emphasizing, the prayer and the direct communication with God. And on that basis, I think we have a much better chance to construct something that is sustainable. Okay, thanks for tuning in today. Like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and check out some more videos on the Wild Tangent channel. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great day.